James, tomorrow night on the show, after we reveal the bottom three, the act with the lowest votes will leave the competition immediately without even singing for their lives.
Why are you saying this specifically to me?
Because I like the look of your face and it's a really, really long question. So what I want to know is the votes have never been more important. I mean, how are you feeling going into tonight with 2 acts left in the competition?
I'm bricking myself. Yeah, I think this is really genuinely frightening. I think for my 2 contestants, Louise is struggling with her voice. We've just had her feeding her child in my dressing room. Okay. I've been changing nappies, and I think the stress is really high.
Okay, yeah, tonight the stress is high for all judges. Now, Chris, you've actually escaped the bottom 2. Like your boys haven't been in the bottom 2 once in this competition. So are you feeling confident ahead of tomorrow night's bottom 3?
I'm feeling confident, and I'm really glad that I got the boys because I don't have to change nappies.
Well, not yet.
Big T, you can wear a grey jacket all you like. There's nothing grey about you. You have the voice of a black soul singer, and your voice has every colour in the rainbow. I wouldn't say it normally to a man, but I could listen to you all night.
Thanks. Thank you.
I think you're a really beautiful, fun, happy person, and so I think you should really have a beautiful, fun, happy song that really shows us the amazing character that you are, that lets you sing in a way that we'd be excited by. And I think the song choice is a bit pedestrian. I know you don't take criticism well, that's what we all think.
Is that to me?
That is, you're the one choosing the song. And last time I said this, you bit my head off. It's just a thing. You know, I think she's really good. Give her a chance.
I'm protecting you, James.
I don't need any protection. Now, week 1, we gave you fun and happy, and we gave you everything that you're asking for tonight, and I'm asking actual questions to all of you guys,
Perfect.
like, well, what is it? What would you do?
I think the vocal range there, the low notes will struggle for you to hit. Yeah, and so, you know, your vocal range isn't massive. Let's not give you super low ones, and let's not give you super high ones all the time. Let's work to your strengths, because there are massive strengths in there.
For me, pedestrian would be...
One
Well,
of
this
mine.
show is about all kinds of songs. It's old songs and new songs.
Top 10s are just...
I think the big point is we do like her, and we love you as a performer. You know,
how about
that's
something
the thing.
like, okay, you want an example? How about something like, You Really Got a Hold on Me? I'd like to hear her do something it's not all high notes, it's not all low notes, it's got a little rhythm. It'd be something fun, you know?
George.
Mahalia, I'm learning that I have very different taste in music than Danny, but what I really am sure of is that you can make any song sound really good. And I see you backstage, and you don't have the smile on your face that I think you should have. I think you need to know. I have a girl in my category, Louise, who I think is, I think you two are pretty close. You're the competition with each other. And I think you really are a competition, because I think you are fantastic. You need to start smiling and have confidence in yourself.
Thank you.
Well said, James. Well said.
She is the only mother in the competition. She's the only South Australian in the competition, and she is the only person in this competition who could pull this song off, because it, like her, is weird and wonderful and entirely unique. But I am taking a risk, and if I've made the wrong song choice, Danny, you will have your revenge. Because it is out there, it's very different. By Nancy Sinatra, Bang Bang is the song, and the singer tonight is Louise Adams.
You really made it powerful and emotional.
Louise!
So I'm always telling James about my gorgeous little girl, Frankie. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to bring her along to workshop.
Oh, my God. In the day, she's turning up for workshops, and at night, she's feeding a child. And how she does that is anyone's guess. Where are the handles on these things? I've chosen Bang Bang by Nancy Sinatra because it is an old-school song, but it's got so much character, and she's the most characterful person in this show.
Made of sticks. It's a story. It's emotional. This woman has been absolutely ruined by this man, and I've got to convey that.
Don't worry. And I'll try and keep it as smooth as you can here. Don't make it too painful on on this when you get up there. This is a really dark song and really difficult to pull off, and I hope I haven't asked too much of Louise. If this goes wrong, this is really my fault.
Thanks, Gary.
If that's a genuine response from Danny, it is a real surprise to me.
What do you mean if? That's all I give here.
No,
is
like you'd say at the stage, you'd say, you've had your moment, let's move on. If it's genuine, which I'm unsure it was. You know, that was awesome. Good stuff.
Thanks, James.
Wow. You got through it. Stay with me. You just want to get off the stage right now, don't you? Fantastic. Like I said, you look banging. It was a fantastic performance. Did we all like this? Right, now, Louise could win the X Factor Live, and your top 10 have been delivering hit after hit in a night of absolute showstoppers. Now, James, all of the acts are, facing down the barrel of double elimination next week. It's an Australian first for the X Factor. How has Natalie been coping with it, with the pressures of tomorrow night, being that there are three in the bottom two, in the bottom three, and it's a double elimination?
I think she holds it up pretty well in front of the camera. She got a lot of grief online for crying earlier on the show, and so she's never going to cry again on this show. But I've seen her backstage, and she's just petrified, perhaps not as petrified as I am.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to it then. What song have you chosen for tonight then, James?
Yeah, well, you know all the dance tracks where the girl singing remains faceless and nameless. That used to be Natalie, used in studios but never given any credit. But now she's on the X Factor and it's her one chance to get that credit. So singing the massive hit Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus, this is the nervous, geeky and very sweet Natalie Conway. The song I've chosen for Natalie is Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus.
If you actually look at the lyrics, she's pretty heartbroken, and I can empathise with that.
I want, fragility and anger and distress.
I've had my heart broken, absolutely.
Don't you ever say I just walked away.
It's impossible for me to not sing this song without thinking of this particular person.
I really feel like I can feel the performance.
Thank you. I need to let go in this one, and if I get emotional, then so be it, because that's what this song requires.
Natalie Conway!
The only thing I didn't like was that you weren't on an actual wrecking ball singing.
Yes.
James wouldn't let
guy,
me.
We agree. She should have been on a wrecking ball.
You dirty perverts. Natalie, if we're going to hit it, if we're going to nail it on the head, I think there was the highest note there wasn't nailed as well as I've heard you sing. So, for me, it wasn't pitch perfect. But performance-wise, you're a star without shadow of a doubt. I've gone online. I've gone online and I've seen the abuse and the criticism you get for the words that they may say. And I don't always understand why people don't get back behind you, because I think you're absolutely brilliant. And you may not win this competition because you might not have the most open character, but I think you are a phenomenal talent. And I hope people vote, because I think this girl is brilliant and a star.
Thank you, James.
I think you're the sweetest couple, and it feels it's interesting to see you quite so close. I never thought I'd be watching that. I think Guy does so well week after week of choosing really interesting songs, not just for you, but for all his contestants. Well done, Guy, on that front. And production, again, brilliant, and two voices that blend phenomenally well. I will go out and I will buy that on iTunes. My only advice would be, please do not listen to Guy for styling and clothes advice in the future. Cyrus, no wonder they kept you to the end, because you've ruined the stage. And wait till your mother gets you home, because she's going to be furious when she sees what you've done to that suit. Cyrus, you're the front runner. You are the man that everyone has to try and beat.